Can Samuel Eto'o and Fecafoot rebrand Elite One? Why Cameroon MTN Elite One players and club managements need to market/brand themselves as Samuel Eto'o and Fecafoot play their part. NB, this does not apply only to Cameroon MTN Elite One players and clubs but to all Cameroonian footballers, clubs as well as aspiring footballers. Monday 26 June 2022 marks 6 months since Samuel Eto'o took over office as FECAFOOT President. The former Cameroonian international and Barcelona legend in a speech made yesterday as he clocked 6 months in office said, FECAFOOT wants to have a championship with 16 clubs and a minimum salary of 400,000 FCFA per player by 2025. This will be our, BraggsSports, focus here amongst other things said by the FECAFOOT boss, like construction of modern stadia around the nation. FECAFOOT wants to have a championship with 16 clubs and a minimum salary of 400,000 FCFA per month per player by 2025. Do you know what that means? Reduced teams in the league means you can get more money for the remaining teams, reduced money spent on some fixtures. You ensure only quality players, teams, or clubs personnel play the top-tier league. Africa generally, by far has minimum sponsorships when it comes to football, hence less capital, money, accumulation to run football. Less teams will help a lot, enough money to the teams. More money will chase few teams. Well, FECAFOOT will take care of making the championship attractive for fans especially. If not, stadiums won't be filled. It is up to club leaders to identify opportunities to create cash flow. This is a professional league. I still think the first thing FECAFOOT should do is to take broadcast away from CRTV, commercialize the images. A football league can't function without TV money. Everything money in football starts with viewership. CRTV has failed for years. Players can't get endorsements because no one knows them. Canal 2 International, for example, has more visibility than them nationwide. They would boost media and local business because it offers targeted advertising in a way and cost that statewide TV programming alone can't deliver. They're more cultural and have a vast number of known sports personalities in the country. Equinox TV is more political, but I could bet if they were a bit serious in the footballing aspect, they will be superior. These things have benefits beyond mere sports. To club owners. Being club owners shouldn't only be recognized by receiving money, but also managing and expanding the brand of the business/club. Most team/club owners in the MTN Elite One League are barely known, due to the lack of transparency and their treatment to players' payments. Every team owner should be on the official sheet of the website. Worse is at least 95% of these MTN Elite One clubs and or Cameroon football clubs do not have a website. And each salary should be given to teams. For player payments, clubs should also pay taxes to the Cameroonian state, a contribution to the CNPS, etc. In short, clubs should operate like real business institutions. To the MTN Elite One League operators/organizers. The problem with the local league is not one just having rich owners can solve. Clubs are only as successful as the league operators enable them to be by ensuring they are part of an exciting, marketable product. A club owner in this MTN Elite One League once went on the pitch to beat a player. The referees have been followed and beaten countlessly after bad game officiating. The league needs plenty of renovation starting from the league operators. It's so important. If we worked on the local league, the impact on the economy will be huge. A football team employs at least 300 people directly. The 11 on the pitch are the footballers. There are people in marketing, hospitality, technical, media, etc. Something many might not realize. To the players, the power of self-branding. And to the clubs and league organizers, the power of branding your players. Now let's talk about this. Last week Eto'o FECAFOOT, Fortunum Fou, scored a hat-trick. Bertrand Mani, Colom de Jaiti Lobo, scored a hat-trick too. During the last match day of Group A games in the MTN Elite One, Eto'o scored 4 goals, Bertrand Mani scored 5 goals. Goal tally this season? Eto'o, 20 goals. Bertrand Mani, 20 goals. This is some Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi shit. Do you know how marketable this level of information can hit the ground going for the league? So the fact that boys gather in that field and they have this exceptional talent does not mean they know how to push their talent. To become a marketable player you have to understand the very basic rules of branding and becoming a brand and not just spot a boot like every other person. You have to understand to treat yourself as a product that aims to become a brand even if you play on the streets or the local league. I still don't know the Instagram, Facebook, Twitter etc. account of these two lads. Yes, I am serious, I do not know the Instagram, Twitter etc. accounts of a whole 20 goal per season in Eto'o FECAFOOT and Bertrand Mani. As a growing footballer you have to understand that your market is in the power of viewing. You have to sell your market. We want to see your market. The days where you have to wait for your agent or manager to do your videos is gone. Just with your phone you can take good pictures of your training and workout sessions, post it and sponsor it if you have the funds. The reason why you are a marketable player is either because you have a personal swag that can influence your fans or you play in prestigious teams. To the Elite One players, what is your swag, what is your extra? The power of player personality. As a player that intends to be marketable, you must keep your name intact both off and on the field. You must engage and be seriously concerned about growing all your social media pages by either showing them your skill, doing giveaways, jerseys, boots, etc., or just showing your lifestyle. It's important. Did you know that according to sponsorship intelligence tool Hootkit, Cristiano Ronaldo's social media pages is worth $900 million to companies looking to grow their brand off the back of Ronaldo's talent? Did you know that between June 2016 and June 2017, Ronaldo posted 580 sponsored posts, which generated 927 million interactions, Forbes reported. Hootkit estimated that each post of Cristiano Ronaldo generated $1.6 million in value for Ronaldo's sponsors. So dear 237, Cameroon footballers, how are you using your social media pages? According to data published by sports market intelligence company Sportcal, Ronaldo agrees 4 new deals on average each year. Dear 237, Cameroon footballers, are you just earning from football? How else can your talent pay you? Dear 237, Cameroon footballers, did you know that Neymar cuts deals that range from $500,000 television adverts to $30 million a year clothing sponsorships? What's your talent paying you aside from football? Dear 237, Cameroon footballers, it may interest you to know, according to my research, I recently observed that entertainers in this country have much more following than Cameroonian footballers, professionals included, on Instagram, Facebook, etc. The next generation of MTN Elite One players on the horizon. Build your personality as much as you can. Stream, YouTube, any type of content helps when you try and go pro. Skill is important, but when it comes with marketability you are an org's dream. Just looking at Benzema's Instagram, you immediately know he loves cars, especially Ferrari. I think we're going to see player personality outweigh most sports popularity with endorsements in the coming years, by the way. I think marketability trumps almost everything in sports now. If players really own their brands and platforms, then they could eat very well. Because Ballon d'Or was never about best player, it's about marketability and image now. France football are never going to give that stuff to a 60-plus goals Lukaku if Ronaldo and Messi had arguably a similar or worse season. To the media, the league organizers and club managements, the power of branding through active media. Look at this, Robert Lewandowski is coming to a Barcelona, that's a commercial machine, a Barca that made Pedri have the highest shirt sales of the season. Compare that with Bayern Munich, who can't even make Musiala trend higher than Gavi at Barcelona. You wouldn't predict the marketing value of Barcelona, Robert Lewandowski signing with how he was marketed in Germany. Would you? La Liga have the El Clasico. Do you know how the media will milk a rivalry between Benzema and Robert Lewandowski? Do you know how many times the stadiums will be filled to watch the best strikers in the world right now? Yet when Colom faced Fortuna we did not even hear a word about Eto'o Adolf vs Bertrand Money. I think football fans need to start understanding that a player's price nowadays is about how important they are to a club. And, obviously, their contract situation as well as their marketability. It's got less to do with how good they are perceived by everyone else. The NBA exploded through player marketability. NBA stars will give interviews and tell you what they're thinking. If a player is bad, he says it. I mean, you get it. For an active player to share his opinion in the game is so important. That's why I really like the Van Dijk Open Up session with Rio Ferdinand few weeks back. Thanks for listening. Please support our work by donating to BraggsSports. Visit our donation page on our website. And don't forget to subscribe.